Hi everyone, myself Paul Manuel. I'm working as a project engineer in IPCS Global, Mysore. So today, on this video, we're going to see about the different aspects of TIA Portal, which is associated with Siemens S7-1200 PLC. So today, I'll give you a brief introduction about the software part, how to communicate the software with the hardware, and how to configure the PLC using the software. So moving to the section, first of all you have to open TIA Portal. As you know, that's the programming software of S7-1200 PLC. Once you open the software, you'll get an interface like this. So in this one, you have to start a new device, or you have to add a new device according to the hardware of the PLC that you are about to connect to your software. So right now I'm using CPU 1214C DC PLC. That's a model of the PLC with this as the particular serial number, and the version is 1.0. That is what I'm using currently. I'm just adding the PLC to this particular software. That is what we call like a PLC configuration. So only if you're connecting the PLC properly, then only from the software, if you're trying to communicate to the hardware PLC, it will be possible. Or else, while you're trying to communicate, at that time you'll find some errors. So that error you have to sort out. So once we add the device to this particular software, we'll get a new interface like this. And this is the area where we'll be designing the ladder diagram or function block diagram or any other programming language according to the logic that we are having. So here you can see like the project name with the PLC that we already chose. Everything is mentioned here. Now you can see an option named as program block. If you can expand it, you'll get a main option of the ladder diagram. So this is going to be like a network one, which means your first run. In this network, you can add your NO contact, you can add your MC contact, you can add your output, all the functions. So you can add all the basic functions over here. So right now I'm going to do a small program, just a basic program, like NO contact will be connected to an output, and if you're triggering the switch in the field, like in the control panel, the light will be turned on. So for that basic program, you can just go with your NO contact and you can place the coil here. But as you can see, like there is a question mark on the top of your NO contact and the coil, which means we have to define the address for that. Now, there are two different methods you can assign the address. First one, if you know the address by heart, you can just type it as it is, I0.0 for the input, and for the output it will be Q0.0. But I don't prefer you to do this because it's very difficult for you to remember all the addresses. So in a simple method, you can assign the address. For that, first of all, you have to go to the PLC tags, expand it. You have an option called as default tag table. Open it. So we don't have any addresses, we don't have any tags, nothing. So right now I'm just going to give it like S1. Automatically it gives you the address. And same like for the output, I'm giving it like L1, but the address is a bit different for the output. So we have to choose the correct address. So here you have to change the operand identifier to Q, which means it is the output, and bit address you can start with 0. So you get Q0.0. Now moving back to your main program, here just you need to type S1. It automatically gives you the address. For the output, same L1. So now the run is completed. NO contact with its output, with the address and the tag, everything is done perfectly. Now what next? The next concept is that we have to communicate this program, or we have to download this program to the real PLC. For that, we have an option called as download to device. So before you download the program to the device, what I prefer is like compile the program. Compiling is the process which helps you to identify any undefined errors in the program. So after compiling, here you can see like 0 errors with 0 warnings, which means the program is perfect. After this, we can download the program. So for that, you have an option called as download to device. So while you're trying to download the program to the device, which means to the PLC, here you can see like type of program PC interface. You have to choose like Profinet Industrial Ethernet option, and then the interface will be through the Ethernet only, so you have to choose the corresponding Ethernet. But if you're doing like a simulation, you can go with the PLC simulation option. So right now I'm not doing the simulation, I'm trying to connect it with the real PLC. So after choosing these two options, you have to search the target device. So it should be coming over here. The compatible device will be showing over here with its corresponding IP address. So you can see like the PLC with the corresponding IP address is being selected over here, and you have an option called as like flash LED, which means if you click on this in the real-time PLC, it will be blinking, it will be flashing the LEDs. Just to identify if you're having like multiple PLCs connected to that, we don't know, like if we forget the IP address of each particular PLCs and you want to identify to which PLC right now the software is connected, you can use this option. So once the PLC is being visible here with its corresponding address, just click on load option. So we are trying to download the program to the PLC. So once the downloading is completed, just click on finish option. Okay. Now in actual PLC, the program is being stored. We want to monitor the real-time running of the PLC through the software part as well. So for that, we can just click on the monitoring option. And if I turn on the input, as you can see, like the output is being triggered. We can see both in the software part and in hardware part as well. Next concept that we are going to discuss is like latching and unlatching using NO push buttons. So for that, we have to provide NO contact with an output. Output we can mention like motor, and this is going to be like your first push button, PB1. And then as you know, it's going to be like a latching process, so I have to give the latching concept with the address of motor, and I'll be using NC push button here for unlatching. Now again, we have to download the program to the PLC. Before that, go for compiling and then download. You can turn on the monitoring to see the real-time program in software as well. So now, if I'm going to trigger the first push button and I release the hand, motor is still on, that is what we call latching. And in order to unlatch, in order to turn off the motor, I have to press the second push button. Motor is unlatched. Okay, so we already see the NO push button latching and unlatching. So now we're going to see what is NC push button latching and unlatching. So for that, I'm using an NC push button here to unlatch the process. So if I press like push button 1, motor is on, and even if I release the hand, motor is still working, and I'm using second push button to unlatch the process using NC. So we had already seen the latching and unlatching property using NO and NC push buttons. So right now we're going to see a parallel option, that is what we call like set and reset coil option. So what is the difference between set and reset coil? So over here you can see like bit logic operations. Inside that you can see like set output and you can see like a reset output. So I'll be placing one set output here, and on the second network I'll be placing the reset output option. We have to give two different inputs. So I'm giving the first one, the first input, and the second one I'll be using with the address I0.1. For the output address, I'm choosing the same output address for both because I have to latch one output and I have to unlatch the same output using different switch. Again, you have to compile it and download the program. And over here, while I'm pressing the first push button, motor is set, and even if I release, doesn't matter, motor will be still on. And using the second push button, I can reset the output address. And this is the parallel option for latching and unlatching. If you have an option called as set and reset option in your particular software.